pain. No one wants it. No one deserves it. And no one escapes it. But how a society deals with pain says much about the people within it. At the YWCA, we know that nothing can grow stronger unless first it has healed.
It was a beautiful early spring day, and she wanted to go run across the street, and I said, okay, well, you can go run around, one time and then come right back. And I knew something was really wrong when she didn't come back in 15 minutes.
Police say they found the suspect in these woods shortly after 11 p.m. Saturday night.
Yesterday afternoon, Kenny left her Winton Hills home for a quick jog. That's the last time her family saw her.
It was late in the evening when K-9 officer Anthony White finally found the teenager's body in thick woods.
In the meantime, family and friends are devastated by Kenny's murder.
My square represents Esme being safe in God's hands, sliding down a rainbow, and she's happy, and she has things that are surrounding her that are all positive, and she's in good hands.
The YWCA does provide a forum for people to talk about these difficult issues. Violence against women, rape, murder, all these things that aren't polite to talk about, but it's so important.
It is not okay to kill, maim, mistreat anyone, whether they're children or adults or whatever. It's just not acceptable.
In those early days after Esme was gone, you didn't really know what to do, and this project was wonderful because it gave us a target. Here's something that we can do so that we can take a piece of Esme's life that we remember and hold special and make something out of it.
I'm a big believer that art can be a way of healing. Having the show and the response from people brought the healing to a new level.
Racism is the opposite of love and honor and respect. It's the ugly side of a long history in America.
Today we're going to talk about the systemic nature of disparity.
We are all women who come from diverse backgrounds, and participating in this program and really talking about these issues and hearing firsthand from individuals of other races what they think and the perspective behind it really helps in the healing process. It's very beneficial.
The Y challenges us to look inside ourselves and make sure that we're first self-aware when it comes to racism, and then it teaches us to use that introspection to then share it with others.
The way you fix racism is you fix it one person at a time, and you do it in your sphere of influence, whatever that is, and what it takes is courage.
It's not enough to acknowledge it if you're not going to do anything about it. And I think that's what the Y has taught all of us.
I think what struck me the most was that everything is very intertwined.
We all go through our everyday lives, and just one little thing can knock you down. And if you don't have a support system to help you through it, it could be very detrimental.
If you look at the core principles of the YWCA, eliminating racism, that's a bold statement. It's not let's try to fix racism, let's work at fixing racism. It's eliminating racism. That's bold.
Early childhood education, there you go, rock my world.
The local YWCA has had a long history of eliminating racism. In fact, they've led the national organization in this effort. The heart-to-heart breakfast brings people together over very difficult, very strenuous conversations around racism. They have a committee, the Racial Justice Committee, and the Rising Stars Leadership Program, which specifically addresses bringing young women out so that they serve on boards that actually help people in our city that are held down by racism.
I mean, I was in love, I kept thinking, oh, he's going to change. He's going to change, Maybe if I stay in. Then we moved in together and it got worse. I was lost. ashamed, embarrassed. I was terrified. I'd never been in this situation before. Was looking for a place to stay, so I was just going to apartments, and I actually told one of the ladies, and she was like, I have a number, you know. She gave me the shelter number. I called, and I was so scared. I'd never been in the shelter. I'm thinking like, a shelter? Is it like, you know, the downtown shelter, you know? And I was so scared. And when I got here, it was like, oh, I met some people like me. It was very comfortable. They made you feel like you were at home the best way they could. I have bed, furniture, they have dishes for you, pots and pans. They have a playroom for the kids. I mean, once I stayed at the shelter, it made me realize that I'm a woman. I don't have to be abused. I'm in charge of myself. I walked through that door, and I've been in charge of myself ever since. All I could do is thank God, like, for the YWCA. I've been on my P's and Q's and used the resources and references, and I'm on my way. So I don't want to leave. I wish it was a permanent stay, but I have to leave. It's sad. It'll be so sad to leave.
It's okay that you think and feel whatever it is you think and feel, but do like the YWCA does. Reach out to someone that's different than you, that you might not think you have anything in common with, and have a conversation. Sit down and start to have a conversation.
She had friends of every age and every race, just loved everyone. If people could be more like Esme, I think we could solve so many problems in the world.
Healing comes in many forms, but always there is this constant. The healed of today become the healers of tomorrow. And that is something we at the YWCA believe is good for all of us.